So the plan is to leave tomorrow and start heading towards Akashi or Osaka. It's 150 miles to go the whole way, but we're going to break it up from where we're starting to where we end over 2 nights. So we're going to try and not do any nighttime sailing if we can help it. So we've got a few anchorages or spots to stop each night in case something doesn't work out. But yeah, 140 miles from the start to the finish. And our route will basically take us out of the shipping channels. You'll see where these white lines are. That's where all the main shipping routes are. And then we will just work our way up towards the first of the 3 famous bridges that we will go under. This one can actually form whirlpools. There's a lot of current, so timing it is essential to make sure that we're not timing it with the most severe of the tidal currents. Tidal information, we have got some, but it doesn't seem to be very accurate as far as some information that I'm seeing online. So we're going to try and find a middle ground, and hopefully it's not too bad. And if it is, we can just wait somewhere for it to get better and then we'll go through. So there's no huge concern there. And yeah, after the bridge we'll keep going, staying out of the shipping channel, and then we'll come across where will be our first stop. Hopefully. Anyway, this is the planned stop for night 1. Weather should be pretty good. We should be able to sail at least half of it. There's supposed to be about 10 to 12 knots of wind, starting from 8, 9 o'clock in the morning and onwards. So we'll leave early to give ourselves as much opportunity as we can to arrive prior to the sun going down.
We've woken up at the crack of dawn this morning and we're on our way out of port and onto the next spot, and there is a thick fog all around us. Visibility is about 100 metres. Steve said around 100 metres in front of us.
Yep, 100 metres.
And I'd say, oh, there's a horn to say there's a boat out there. That's comforting. Oh gosh. The big boats are all on AIS, which is fine, but the fishing boats, not really. Some of them are. We've definitely gone past some that aren't. I can feel it. I can feel the fog on my face, like misting. I feel like I'm at one of those garden centres where the mist keeps coming at you to water the plants. It's a little bit eerie. Like my eyes are playing tricks on me with the horizon and the sky. How does it feel to you sailing in the fog? Feels eerie to me.
Oh, it's never nice because you just can't see. So hopefully it goes soon, I think. That's the feeling. All I can hear off in the distance is ships blowing their horns, so I can see them on the AIS, which is good. But yeah, it's just the people you can't see. It's always the concern. If it doesn't clear in the next couple of hours, might just probably pull in somewhere and change the plans up a little bit. And winds are supposed to pick up at about 10ish, so all we need is a little bit of wind to get rid of the fog. The sun won't just burn it out. Yeah, make a call in a couple of hours once we get around this little headland. I don't really want to go into the main shipping channel with all this fog. I'm a small boat in a big sea with big boats, so
I'm okay with that too. That horn sounds really close. Do you think? That horn sounds
He's
close?
out in the channel there, but they're just blowing those horns when they're coming through different narrow sections. So, but even still, I'm not 100% comfortable being out in the shipping channel in thick fog. I think it's a bit silly and unnecessary. So there's the anchorage just around the corner, like 3 miles away, 4 miles away, which we'll probably end up ducking into, I think, if this fog is still there by that time.
I like it.
And then instead of passing under the bridge today, we'll try tomorrow.
Plan A, B, C in Japan. You've got to have all the plans, because the port might not be okay, the anchorage might not be okay, there could be fog, there could be high wind.
See the ships have these other triangles that are on AIS. So as they're sort of coming into this narrow section, they're blowing their horns. And yeah, we're going around this way.
It's crazy to think.
All up through here. And like, this is the main shipping channel. This way goes to Osaka. So very busy. Yeah, everyone's coming and going one way, this way. So a lot of activity, which is why I don't want to do it with fog. Even though they can see me on AIS too, it's still a additional risk, I think.
It's hard to believe there's land around us as well, and you cannot see it.
Yeah, there's land, I don't know, 0.7 of a mile away, and you can't, which is about 1 kilometre, and you can't see it.
So you've got a bit of an obstruction as well with all of the girls' paintings that they did on the docks. Good morning, Daddy.
I didn't even see me. Hey, Mommy.
635 JST. Visibility is less than 500 meters in the vicinity of Kurushima traffic route. Ships in the vicinity, take care. Thank you, out.
Take care, we will.
He just came out of the fog. That's terrifying. Oh, my heart is going a million miles an hour right now. There's some land. That was terrifying watching that. Steve's like, there should be a ship coming out on our starboard bow. I'm like, I can't really see anything. And then next minute, he comes hooking out.
Yep.
How fast is he going?
12 knots. Are we doing 4?
He's hooking that. I don't like fog. I don't like fog. Is there any more ships around us? No more ships. At least you can hear them. I can still hear his engine.
I can see them on the AIS as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can always hear them if they're not on AIS.
Yes.
Which is why you gotta like keep a lookout up the front here so you can
I'll get out of your way then.
hear the noises in the right direction.
Goodbye.
I'm just going to stay down here and hide. Let me know when I can come up when they're all gone. It's just clicked over 10 AM and we're continuing on at the moment. We're on our way towards a port on the shore. The fog kind of cleared a bit for a while, but now it feels like it's definitely gotten thicker again. It's very eerie. It's very uncomfortable. Oh, it makes me feel really sick in the tummy kind of feeling. Wouldn't recommend this to anybody. I know that we're okay, but it's still like a churning feeling in my tummy. Right, there's land a mile or two over there. I just keep thinking of the movie Titanic. Like, which is, it's not funny. I shouldn't be laughing, but that's what I keep thinking of, that like all of a sudden we're going to hit this giant iceberg, even though there's no ice around us. That's where my mind is going right now. Oh. I'll never take being able to see for granted again. Thank God Steve is the captain, because I don't know that I trust very many people in these conditions, and knowing that he's steering us in the right direction and knows what's going on and has better eyesight than me makes me feel a lot calmer.
We obviously have kept going. The fog did lift and I could see about 2 miles, which is I'm happy with, and then it came in, got worse, so looking at where to pull into while we wait for the winds, which should be kicking in pretty soon, which will hopefully blow the fog away. But if they don't, then I don't want to go underneath the bridge where there's like a high density of traffic in a smaller area, and there's currents and stuff too, so I don't want to do that in low visibility, and I don't want to keep navigating through this in low visibility either. So everything in low visibility is no good. Now just looking at some ways to charge, but it's been alright at the moment. Like, I've stayed outside of the this line, red line here was my direct route, so I've just kind of stayed outside of where the main traffic zones of all the vessels were going. And yeah, and that's been pretty good. I haven't really I've come close a couple times, but everyone's on the AIS, so it was okay. But yeah, so now it's coming out wide here. We might pull into here. There's a spot we can pull into.
Land! You glorious looking thing! Ah, and look! A cargo ship! I can see you! It makes me so happy. Got a little bit of visibility back, which is nice. Feel like this means we're going to keep on keeping on.
Yeah, I think so.
Captain?
Yeah, we can see, and it's forecast just to get better, so I think it's got to trust that, and it seems like it's getting better, so I think, yeah, keep going.
I feel like we're just we're going to port. We're not going to port. We're going to the bridge. We're not going to the bridge.
It's not getting any, like, it has gotten better. There was patches where it was getting worse for sure. I think that's just where it got to do with like the different islands that we're going past. But all in all, like, it's following the forecast, I guess, as far as the wind goes. I mean, there's way more fog than I thought there was going to be.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess it's better just to keep going. Otherwise, if we stop and either wait for the fog to completely clear, which may be like a couple more hours, and then it gets too late to leave, and then you got to try again tomorrow, and then if you're in the same position tomorrow, then it's, I don't know, you just have to keep going if it's safe enough, and it is. So it's not ideal conditions, not, you know, crisp blue day, but
you gotta take what you can get.
You gotta take what you can get. And
I mean, I feel more comfortable with this. This feels, I'm okay. Wasn't okay earlier. I feel more okay with this now. I guess the fear factor for me for the day isn't quite over yet. When we do this bridge, this is the Whirlpool Bridge.
one of them.
One of them. I'm just been trying not to think about it, so I haven't been talking about it, but it is going to happen and it is approaching. Yeah.
Hopefully I got the tides right so we don't end up in whirlpools.
That's not even funny. That's not funny.
I mean, I guess a lot of people probably would be a bit nervous of like the whirlpools, but
I am one of those people who are nervous of the
it's
whirlpool.
not really any worse than like anything you've gone through in like the Tuamotus or French Polynesia or anywhere through the Pacific where you have all these raging currents through a narrow pass. It's the same thing.
Okay.
But this is really wide. So, yeah, it'll be fine.
Sure. Okay. I will tell you how fine we are once we do it, and then I can give you the proper update. There's a cargo ship just emerging from the fog. Fog's thickened up again. There's another one over there, you can see a bit clearer. How far away is this guy?
0.7 of a mile.
Points.
So that's like just over 1 kilometre.
A kilometre away. You can see all the tide, the currents through here.
Here's probably the tide's starting to change.
Yeah, you can see it on the surface, the chain. We're getting close to the bridge now. There is a lot of activity on the water. There's this guy. He's not on AIS. And then this one that just went past us. He wasn't on AIS?
Nope.
What is that?
The barge.
Oh, it is too, a tugboat. Far out. Why isn't that on AIS?
No idea.
Whoa, it's fairly industrial. Look at those cranes. There's another boat over there. Has the... Yeah, that's what I thought. Here's a tug. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He's turned, the other barge. Glad the fog lifted. Guess you couldn't see all this just before. We were quite close to shore, just waiting to be able to see, and couldn't see anything. That's a whole ship inside that shed there. Wow. Feels a bit turbulent in the water here. Honestly, on the surface it looks a little bit confused. There's turbulent water in front of us, Steve. A fish just launched himself out of the water. Let's see if I can capture him if he does it again. You can definitely feel it on the boat, like the water The water's shifting under us. It's moving us, Steve. It's moving us back and forth. Wow. The surface of the water is really interesting. Here it's like slow ripples, and over there it's all bumpy. I cannot believe the fog has cleared for us to go under the bridge. We're so lucky. So lucky. I mean, Steve's obviously holding a straight course, and we keep kind of getting like fish-tailed along. Look at all those cranes over there. Wowza. That's cool. Look, you can see the bridge over there in the distance, but all the fog's around it. But it's cleared for us here. That looks like something out of a movie. But what can you see in front of us?
Our country.
What's that really big structure in front of us?
The castle.
No, the bridge,
The
darling.
bridge. And we're gonna go under.
We sure are.
Current with us now.
Woohoo!
What?
It was just that section. Must have just
Oh.
been like kind of like an eddy that just pushes through there
Come with us.
and then going this way.
Comes back out again. Cool. That is a semi-trailer. Wow. So there's a billboard flash in the distance. It's coming up with, it's coming towards us. No, it's coming down.
Yeah.
North.
Another way.
It says 3. I think 3N down.
We want to be saying south.
We're definitely gonna fit.
Yeah, it's 66 metres high
Perfect.
and we're 26, so fair bit of room.
Are we gonna fit? Oh, thank goodness.
We are not gonna fit. Yes, we are. Well, I'm completely out of the side. Because we will sink. No, we won't.
We made it.
Yeah, we will boat because it's 66 meters high. Only for the water.
Well, as Steve predicted, the whirlpools were very anticlimactic. Yeah, they were definitely just like going through the passes in the Tuamotus, but a lot less stressful.
So that was 3 knots of current against us then. So the tides and the tidal current information that I've got on my Navionics chart cards are very wrong. I mean, they're correct for the tide heights, but the current, gosh, super wrong. Super wrong. I think it must just be, I don't know, this, in the last 20 minutes, this has dropped a knot, so that billboard thing that's over there is telling you it's running northward at 2 knots, and when we first started going under the bridge, it was northwards at 3 knots, so yeah, in like 20 minutes, half an hour, it's dropped 1 knot. So maybe it's the current, my current information is just 2 hours too fast.
Yeah. There's 2 cargo boats coming towards us too.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them.
Cool. And there's all these little fishing boats.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting again.
Right. This fishing boat here is like the ones we saw at the last dock, and so they drop those big nets in the bottom, and at the end of the net it's got like a steel bar and it almost just scrapes along the bottom and scoops up everything that it can. So yeah, you've got a net down the water on the bottom that he's dragging along, and it looks like it's stuck a little bit because he's not moving too fast. Oh, there he goes, he's off now. There you go, they're dragging it in now. You can see the ropes sort of coming up. Wild. I've never seen that kind of fishing before.
No. I've known about it. Yeah, they used to do it a lot. Way back in the day before so many conservation things. Because yeah, it literally just hits the bottom of the seabed floor and just destroys everything that's down it, so like nothing can ever grow because it just carves it up.
Yeah, because I said that like it's like a metal around the back of
It's
the
just-
net and
yeah,
it drags.
it's like a scoop. So like one side floats up and then there's a bar that goes down, and that's the bar that drags along the bottom, and then it just gets catched in this sort of steel mesh net that sits at the back. And I think they do it for clams and things like that. I don't know what, it's not a very good way for catching fish, so that's all I can come up with. There's only like, the sea floor around here is just mud and sand, so I don't know how much growth would be on it regardless, so it's probably not that bad for the environment really.
We've continued on into the afternoon, getting close to I think 4 or 5 o'clock now. I'm really glad the fog has lifted. It's really stunning, these islands. Been motor sailing as much as we can after we came through the bridge. Yeah, there's so many of these islands that we've been sort of weaving our way through and around. We're going to be going to this one just here, either pulling into a dock or going on anchor. We've made it to the dock. We're approaching these ones over here. We'll stay here for the night and then we'll get up early tomorrow morning and continue on. We have arrived. We got some gnarly wind coming in. Got up to 12 knots on the beam and then kind of swung around to the nose.
It's coming your way.
What's coming my way?
Jellyfish, big one.
Cool. Okay.
Daddy spotted it.
And it threw us like right up against the dock.
Come on, Mum, come here. I'll show you.
Okay. And it pushed us right up against this dock very quickly. So jumped off obviously and then tied us on, and now the wind's died. Okay. Okay. I see it, girls.
Here, there's one there, but then there's an even bigger one coming that way.
Wow.
It's bigger than you.
It's all weird looking. It looks like a donut.
Yeah, it's got a hole in it.
Don't you reckon? It looks like a...
Yeah, it looks like it's been eaten.
There's a donut jellyfish. There's a donut jellyfish, Dad.
This is the anchoring system. Now these are stuck down, so straight down there. It's probably got a big concrete block or something that is attached to the seafloor.
Yeah.
And then the chain just runs up and it's just crimped in between here, like the length that's like this.
Yeah.
Is like that, so that way that next length that's like that is stuck.
Oh yeah,
So
I
like
see.
this piece here, you lift off to get the chain down.
Yeah.
And then you put it back on, and that's how it's anchored.
The big one's here, the big one's here,
There
the
you
big
go.
one's here.
Okay.
One giant tentacle, that's all it has, one giant tentacle.
Okay.
It only has one giant, it has a couple tentacles, like 3 or something.
That's the donut one.
And then there's the giant one with like, wait, see that baby one? There.
Yeah.
They look the same.
They do.
Can you see that other jelly?
Yeah, it is the same. It's just a small
Dad,
one.
let me show you the donut jelly. Come on.
Oh, that's a different one. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it's got a pulp through.
Yeah, it's see-through that one.
The donut.
Yeah.
Yep, donut jelly.
That one have to be here, yes.
Hey, donut. Come on. It's almost the right moment. You've got to come. Zip it, zip. Please, I can do it. What's the right moment? I can do it. This isn't even hard. Kitty, donut, come back.
Helping absorb some of the swell that's coming through here. So when it comes over to our boat, we get less and we're a lot more protected in there. the dock behind us is not floating. So it'll be interesting to see how low we go down at low tide. Beautiful sunset for us. There's so many cargo boats still out there moving around through the channel. I'm surprised. I'm gonna have a good night's sleep tonight. It's gonna be great. Steve is definitely gonna have a good night's sleep. Up since 5 AM or something when the sun came up. Got in here at 5:30. It's a big day. It's hard to believe we were in fog this morning.
This morning, the whole bloody day.
The whole day. That's true, the whole day. The day's just been quite long. I feel like the morning just never happened.
It's been a lot because of all the fog. You just gotta be like high alert the whole day, so there's no rest.
There's no rest. There's been no rest for you.
It's been like just 12 hours of being like on high alert. It's like driving in traffic in the rain for 12 hours. Where you're like constantly watching the car in front of you.